Hey BookTube, I know, some of you just saw me, some of you didn't just see me. I don't know how soon I'll post this. I'm wearing the same outfit, it's still hot. But I have my July haul, which includes a giant chunk. There's one book that has nothing to do with the Friends of the Library used book sale. Everything else is from the Friends of the Library used book sale. So let's just get the one that's not out of the way, which is The Dry by Jane Harper. I really wanted to read this. I actually got it from my library, but then I didn't have enough time to finish it, and it wasn't one you could renew. Like, I got it on ebook, and you could not renew your ebooks because there were so many people waiting. And it was on sale, so I picked it up super cheap. Looking forward to it. You know, it has that flavor I like. Now, Friends of the Library used book sale. I picked up The Colossus and Other Poems by Sylvia Plath. I'm pretty sure I know all of them already. I just wanted it because I could. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I bought both of these books from the used book sale. Here's the other one. I also picked up Ariel by Sylvia Plath. So we have these two. And here's the original sale for them. Yeah, I paid $0.25 a piece. So, yay me! The next one's in October. So, and Ariel I also love because it has Daddy and Lady Lazarus, which is of course the most popular one. But I love these particular books. I don't usually do poems, but I will make the exception for Sylvia Plath. So the Plaths. Then, so any softcover books were either 50 cents or $1, depending. So I picked up James Joyce for $1. The complete and unabridged text as corrected and reset in 1961, Ulysses. When will I have time to read this, you ask? I do not know. But I will, because I like a challenge. And I'm crazy. I got The People, A Historical Guide to the First Nations of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba by Donald Ward. And I am from Saskatchewan. I am of one of these people. And I found it very interesting, and I figured for $1, it's not really a hardship. He cites a bunch of people I have either taken classes from or I have known from the Saskatchewan Indian Federated College, which became the First Nations University of Canada, and a bunch of other sources that I am quite used to. So, looking forward to reading that, learning some more about the people of the prairies. And because I can't resist a Penguin classic, even if they're not black, The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, edited with an introduction by Houston A. Baker, Jr. This is considered a preeminent slave narrative written by himself. So, and there's a suggestion for further reading. It's not very big. It's under 200 pages. I still think it's something I want to read more about and be more educated about. Even though I think, given just the classes I took in university and whatnot, I'm probably more educated on it than most. Then I picked up Yevgeny Zamyatin's We. I actually had this on my Amazon wish list, so I was really glad to pick it up. It's a Penguin Black Spine. And this is a dystopian novel. It's a bit of a horror, it's a bit of a sci-fi, and I actually wanted to pick it up for the possibility of it belonging in the horror, the around the world horror that I'm thinking about doing. This one is a translation by Clarence Brown, based on the corrected text of the novel, first published in Russia in 1988 after more than 60 years of suppression. It also is not very big. I'm really looking forward to reading it, though. My husband pointed this out to me. It's a young adult fiction, but I still thought it sounded really good. It's called Sleeper by Mackenzie Cadenhead, and Her Dreams Are Your Nightmares. She's got a sleep disorder, ends up taking some drugs to help that, experimental drugs, and stuff starts happening. It also is not that big. Yeah, it's like 260 pages, so that's a quick little read. If it's a young adult, I assume I'll be able to read it quicker. I picked up Birdman by Mo Hader. For some killers, murder is just the beginning. I remember looking at this a few times. It's a true crime. Or I'm sorry, it's a suspense. But I'm in the mood for true crime, suspense, and stuff, so I think I will enjoy it. I actually have no idea what this is about, except that it looked cool, and I knew I had wanted to read it from before. Now into the giant bag. I picked up this book, which has more to do with knitting than anything else. It's called Knit Profiles and Projects from Knitting's New Wave by Sabrina Schwandner. I don't know. You want to give that one a try? Okay. And it's more, for me, it's more of a history type deal with a lot of information on influences and different techniques and styles that have evolved. It's got some really avant-garde patterns in it, a couple of which I would knit, a couple of which I would not, and many that are not in my size. But, having said that, it was $1, and I do follow some of these people and what they've been up to, so I do have some interest in, like, how cool is that? I think as far as a reference book and as far as a book I can read on the topic, it works well for me. But I'm going to put it up here so that I remember to talk about that on the knitting podcast. I picked up The Six Wives of Henry VIII by Alison Weir, because apparently I'm getting really into Henry VIII and his wives and tutors and things. I think this is the fault of BookTube. But it looked like a good read, and that was really what I was basing it on. Got them all in my Book of the Month bag, because, you know, you need hauling. You need something to haul them all. Then I picked this up. I saw it and I was like, I don't even care. I just want it. It's $1. It's August 1914 by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Pretend I can say that correctly. I have the Cancer Ward, which I was supposed to read with BiblioAtlas, but then life crashed down on me. But I also want to read this. And this is the first part of this major work is set in the outbreak of the First World War. So it's a hefty bugger, and I suspect it's going to try and eat me. But I will enjoy it nonetheless, because I do like history, I do like Russia, reading Russian history anyway. I picked up Small Wonder by Barbara Kingsolver. These are essays. I enjoy pretty much everything I've read by her, so I am looking forward to reading her essays. I have no idea what they're about. Not a particularly big book. Again, for $1, yes. Then I picked up Escape by Carolyn Jessup with Laura Palmer. This is one I have not read. This is the memoir autobiography of a woman who escaped the FLDS, the Warren Jeffs fundamentalist Latter-day Saints. The FLDS, for the Church of Latter-day Saints. So I've read a lot of these, and Stolen Innocence, The Witness Wore Red, etc. So, $1, could not put it off. So glad I got it. And the last book I picked up, I had heard talk of Sarah Waters, and I think she's the one who wrote Tipping the Velvet, which I have not read. Yes, Tipping the Velvet, which I have not read, but I own. And Lauren from Lauren in the Books just finished reading this and said it was brilliant, which is The Paying Guests. And for $1, I figured why not? And it's huge, because apparently I'm on a big book kick. I'm not reading a lot, but I really want to. So, giant book. All of that, I think I paid less than $20. In fact, I know I did. I think it was $17 altogether. My husband got a couple of books as well. I'm not going to post them on here because he is responsible for reading them, not me. And so, yeah. That was the damage I did in July. August, I'm hoping, no, I can't even say that. In August, there will be another one because I did a book outlet order. I could not resist. I couldn't. I pregnancy shop now. It's a thing. And yeah, that is all I have to report to you for now. I will try and do more stuff this month. Who knows? I'm just getting out of the... So I finished the first trimester. For anyone who gives a crap, I have finished the first trimester. I'm into the second trimester. And so my brain is slowly returning, but slow is the accented word. So I will check in with you at the latest at the end of August. At the soonest, sooner than that. Have a great month, and I hope you have wonderful reading.